Yo guys, what's going on? My name is Ryan and welcome back to a brand new video on HMSGP News. Today, we're going to go through the FIM Superbike World Championship 2018 rider lineup, and we're going to start off with the 2017 champions through riders and constructors, the Kawasaki Racing team, who have been able to re-sign three-time world champion Jonathan Rea, who will be looking to get his fourth in a row in the 2018 season, and he once again will be running the #1 plate on that bike, and he will be partnering Tom Sykes, who's been on the Kawasaki since 2010, I believe. He will be alongside the Irishman on the Kawasaki as well. Now, moving on to the Aruba.it Racing Ducati, Jazz Davies and Marco Melandri, both MotoGP riders back in the day, they will be remaining on that Aruba.it Racing Ducati, and hopefully next year they can have a bit more fight to Kawasaki. Obviously, there's new rules as well. If you haven't seen the new rules video, I do recommend you go and watch that. We'll leave a link down in the description and you can get up to date with the new rules and regs for the 2018 season in World Superbike. So Ducati, we might see Chaz Davies, who obviously will be running #7, and then Marco Melandri once again the #33. Hopefully we'll see the Welsh rider and also the Italian rider fighting for race wins week in, week out, not just when, you know, something suits them, or if one of the Kawasaki crashes or whatever. So hopefully we will see more of a fight between the constructors next season. Moving on to Yamaha, the Pata Yamaha official, they will be maintaining Alex Lowe's and also Michael van der Waal, who got his first taste of what it's like to be a MotoGP rider in Sepang and also Valencia at the end of the 2017 season. So they will be on the Yamaha YZF R1 for 2018. Alex and Michael both having some good races there last year. Alex picking up a few podiums and Michael getting some good results as well. So hopefully, like I said, with Ducati, they can continue that form and maybe fight for some victories with these new rules and regs into the championship. Moving on to the Milwaukee Aprilia squad, they once again have been able to re-sign their two riders of Lorenzo Savadori and also the 2013 runner-up Eugene Lavati, who actually got his runner-up spot on the Aprilia. So hopefully, if they can get the Aprilia going in the right direction like they sort of did towards the end of the 2017 season, then maybe we could see Eugene Lavati in the title hunt for the 2018 season, which would be absolutely incredible to see. And then obviously Lorenzo Savadori as well, he's getting better and better as the years go on. Now moving on to the Gulf Athea BMW racing team, they have a brand new rider actually, and that is Frenchman Loris Baz, who's moved over from MotoGP back into World Superbikes, where he was on the Kawasaki a few years ago, and he's back this time on a BMW to take a next step in his career. Unfortunately, it is kind of a step backwards for him, but as long as he's still racing at a world level on a bike, that's all he cares about, and he will be running his usual number 76 in the World Superbike class. And then we move over to the Barney Racing team, who once again have been able to re-sign Spanish rider Javi Flores. He will be back on that Barney Racing team Ducati for another season in 2018, which is good for him. And then we go over to MV Agusta, which has got also a brand new rider, and that was last year's BMW Gulf Athea BMW Racing team rider Jody Torres, who has moved over into the MV Agusta squad, which you might have seen over on our Instagram and Facebook pages that we've got going on. You might have seen all these World Superbike news, and if you have, awesome. If you haven't, do go check them out for more latest news. But Jody Torres will be on the MV Agusta for 2018 on the #81 plate, and that's because in the Red Bull Honda World Superbike team, Leon Camier and Jake Gagne have moved into there. Obviously, with the sad passing of Nicky Hayden last year, they had one rider spot available. Then also Stefan Bradl, who got injured, I believe he got injured in Portugal at the final corner. They were able to then open up another option. Now, Jake Gagne filled in for Nicky Hayden once everything, you know, was sorted out. Jake Gagne stepped in, and the American rider has been able to get a full-time ride for the 2018 World Superbike Championship. He will be on the Red Bull Honda, partnering Brit Leon Camier, who moves over from MV Agusta into the Red Bull Honda team. So it's great stuff that Leon Camier is back on a proper factory bike, because the MV Agusta, he had a little bit of an issue with it. He kept breaking down and that, but it's now good to see that Honda have put the faith in Leon, and hopefully they can get that Red Bull Honda going in the correct direction. Leon helped MV do it, so why can't he help Honda do it? Let's see what happens there. Now, moving on to Team Go 11, there was a couple of kind of rumours going around there, but they have been able to maintain Roman Ramos for the 2018 season. The Spanish rider will be back on the ZX-10RR for the 2018 season, and he will be, like I said, on that Team Go 11 Kawasaki, and he will be running number 40. Now, moving on to Kawasaki Puchetti Racing, they have been able to sign Turkish rider Toprak Razgatlıoğlu, who is related to Kenan Sofuoglu, the World Supersport rider. So that is a very good sign for the Kawasaki Puchetti Racing team. Obviously, that's the same team that Kenan rides for in the World Supersport class. So it's really good that Toprak is getting a chance in the World Superbike class to see what he can do. Now, moving on to Grillini Racing Team, who will actually be running a Suzuki for the 2018 season. Suzuki returned to the championship after a 2 or 3 year break from the sport. They last ran a Suzuki with Alex Lowe's and Eugene Laverty on it in 2015 on the Voltcom Crescent Suzuki, and they're back in 2018 on the Grillini Suzuki with Gabriel Rui and Roberto Rolfo stepping up from the World Supersport class. The winner of the first 2017 World Supersport race at Phillip Island will be partnering Gabriel Rui in the 2018 season, and Rui will be running 16 and Robbie Rolfo will be running his usual number 44 on the bike for the 2018 season. And then we go into the Team Pedicini Racing team, which is running a Kawasaki for the 2018 season. And it's a very well-known name of Yoni Hernandez, who will be stepping into the World Superbike class for 2018. Now, Yoni's announcement of this kind of went a little bit under the radar because I did not know this until I first looked at the entry list a couple of weeks ago. But Yoni Hernandez, who left the Moto2 squad, the AGR Moto2 squad that he was in just because things weren't going very well for him, he left there, and he's now got a ride in 2018 on the World Superbike scene with the Kawasaki team Pedicini, and he will be running his usual number 68 for that. And then we go into Andre Jezek, who will be running a Yamaha. The Czech Republic rider will be riding for Guandalini Racing for the 2018 season, a lone rider for him. And then it's Leandro Mercado next up on the Aurillac Racing Verdnatura Kawasaki, and he will be running his usual 36, and he will, like I said, be on the Kawasaki instead of what was an Aprilia for the 2017 season. So he's moving over to a different team and a different manufacturer for 2018. And then to round off the video, we have another World Supersport rider who is making his World Superbike debut on the 2018 season, and he will be actually on a Honda, and this is the first satellite Honda that World Superbike's had for a while, and it will be on the Triple M Honda World Superbike team. So, and that will be ridden by Americans Patrick Jacobson, PJ Jacobson, who was on the MV Agusta for the 2017 season. He will be in the World Superbike class, running his usual number 99 on the Triple M Honda World Superbike team, like I said. So there we go, that is the lineup for the 2018 season. I hope you guys are as excited as I am for this season, because I think it will be the most entertaining season that we've had in a while with these new rules and regulations that you can go and check out down below in the description. There'll be a link to that video. So there we go, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, make sure you smash the like button, hit subscribe, check out all of our social medias. The links are down in the description, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, thank you for watching, and goodbye.